Today we're going to make a platform bed. I designed a similar bed for my book that had lift-up storage containers, but it wasn't the easiest thing to build, so I wanted to take another stab at doing a platform bed, but this time make it a little bit easier. The main supports for the bed are made out of 2x8s that I cut to length with my compound miter saw. I set up a stop block and cut a whole bunch of short pieces of 2x4 that are 5 3/4 of an inch long. I cut pine boards for the deck of the bed. You can get all the dimensions and drawings of how I built this bed on my website. I'm going to screw the 2x8s to the short pieces of 2x4s to make the two supports for the bed. I cut two pieces of 2x4 that are the same width as the mattress that I'm going to use. These are just going to be temporary supports that set the distance for the main base supports. I'm going to screw in scrap pieces of 2x4 in between the 2x8s. I'm going to lay out my pine boards, mark a nice screw pattern, and then screw them to the base supports. I used 1x7 pine boards for the deck because that's what I had lying around, but you could also use wider boards or even use 2x8s or 2x6s to make a really heavy-duty bed. Now that the pine boards were screwed on, I was able to remove the temporary support. When I got near the end, I didn't screw in the last pine board because I wanted to set the distance and location for the headboard supports. I placed two pieces of 2x4s in between the 2x8s and then screwed the headboard to them. We adjusted the headboard until we got the angle that we wanted, and then screwed through the outside of the 2x8s and into the 2x4s to fix it in place. I marked the locations of the 2x4 supports for the headboard and then used my jigsaw to cut recesses out of the last pine boards so that they would fit right around. The boards were flexing a little bit, so I added more screws that will be hidden underneath the mattress. If you're worried about the mattress getting enough air, you can always drill holes through the pine boards. I'll be posting drawings and full instructions for this project on my website. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see what I'm working on next, be sure to follow me on social media. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.